From today's video, so this is going to be part 2 of the bag install on the Speed. We're going to be working on the rear bags today. Say hello to YouTube. Coilovers says hello. So, I bought 2 brand new lower control arms for the rear, and I kind of have a little game plan going here. These are the rear bags. They're just universal ones, and then I got these universal cups. But if you look at this universal cup kit, it will fit literally perfect in this beautiful hole. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this out of here because there's only 4 little welds holding it on. We won't use that at all. And then with that cut out, this will go on the bottom of the bag. And it'll sit in there perfectly. On the top. And theoretically, we're bagged at that point.
Brake screw.
Dude, I'm breaking tools left and right on this build. Okay, let's get a grinder. We got both cups out. We're just gonna grind down these welds so they're all flat, and then we'll take these back to the house and see how the universal cups fit. Check out this fitment on these. Look at that. Pretty much as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna go like that in the car, and then it's gonna compress pretty much flat, so should be able to go really low. Everything's unbolted. It's just stuck on the sway bar, but that was a nightmare. First time I've ever seen the impact struggle. That impact's taken off every bolt I've ever used it for, and it almost didn't get this off. Sam threw some paint on those ones where we cut, so those will be ready to go in. So I'm gonna pop this off, and then we will start figuring out how this top part's gonna work. Got this piece of crap out. Bushings definitely could be replaced, but luckily we got those newer blowers. There's actually a hole in this, but if you can see where these welds are, I'm gonna lop it off right there because this part is wider than this cylinder up here. So if I cut that off, then we won't have to worry about it hitting where the fitting's gonna be on the bag. So I just cut this off right here, and it turns out this is just a big hole. So I'm gonna cut off this entire thing right here, and there's a small hole that goes to the top of the subframe, and I'll run this all the way up to the top of the subframe, and then it should leave enough room for all the fittings and stuff, because this is just not gonna work because it's in the way, it's too thick. All right, we've hit our first roadblock. Basically, this bolt thing is not gonna be long enough to reach all the way through the subframe. Shouldn't be too bad of a fix. I'll just have to go get a bigger or a longer bolt and then get it welded on. So picking up where we left off, I said we needed to get that part welded on. Jack welded it on. I'll throw his Instagram on the screen right now. The cup is all good to go. I picked up some bolts, got it bolted onto the bag, so this thing, all good to go in the car. Brandon actually came over today, and we kind of messed around for a bit. We got the rear figured out, so I'm gonna show you guys right now how we have the rear set up, and it goes low. Also, we didn't use these bottom cups. So the bag just sits in the lower control arm like that. All right guys, so here's the setup me and Brandon came up with. Not saying this is right, not saying this is wrong, this is just how we did it. So basically the bump stop, I chopped it off. I chopped it off because it was hitting right here on the lower control arm. So basically we're not using a bump stop. And then for the cup, obviously I said I was cutting off that huge cylinder, so that is gone. But that bolt goes all the way through the subframe, bolts from the top, there's washers, lock washers. So that is gonna be solid. It's not tight yet, so that is why it's hanging there. But once it's tight, as you can tell, it's gonna be all the way flush on that subframe. So that is the setup we came up with. Like an hour jacking it up, looking at everything, moving stuff around, and nothing hits. It's gonna be perfect. Since it's about 9 o'clock at night, I'm just gonna be working on running the lines from the front to the rear. So I got the front line on up there, and if you guys didn't watch the last video, I'm running it through this hole right here, and that goes down through the dash, and then I'm gonna go straight under the carpet to the trunk. So we are under the dash right now. It looks like a rat's nest, but this is where this is gonna be coming from. I know it's really hard to tell, but I kind of wanted to show you guys. I feel like I'm in like a horror movie. What we're doing is just running it down through the fuse box. I'm taking all these panels off, and it's just gonna run right along with this loom all the way through to the trunk. So it is morning now. I'm getting the rear cups and all this all tightened on this side. Then I'm gonna do the other side back here I showed you guys I was running those lines, so I got those coming through right there. I got both sides. I still gotta like tuck them and make sure they're not gonna rub on anything, but I will do that later. Right now I'm just gonna knock out this other side, lower control arm. So this side is completely done. Everything is tight. Obviously I haven't ran the lines yet, but this is what it's gonna look like. This bag is solid as can be. Lower control arm's tight. I'm probably gonna have to get an alignment because that camber bolt is definitely not in the same spot it was when I took this apart, so I will definitely be getting this aligned. It'll be the first time I've ever got it aligned, and now I can actually get it aligned at normal places because I can just air up, so that's gonna be really nice.
You're good to go. You're good for bags.
Stance God himself, Branden, has arrived.
Yeah, gonna get this thing on the ground today.
Zip ties on here to tuck this line. Super professional. Not going anywhere. What do you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10 of professional?
That's like 9.7.
9.7, I'll take it. And we're about to have a speed gang reunion, so.
Yes, we are.
No shot, dude. Speed gang reunion, dude. No shot.
Look at this. We got speed number 1, speed number 2, speed number 3, speed number 4, and speed number 5 in the back.
I think Jackson's looks best, mainly because he's actually on 3-piece motor.
Yeah, but I don't drive it, so. And it breaks every 5 minutes.
What? How's it? What
Yeah, it broke like. Yeah, I kind of had a caliper lockup in Gatlinburg. Yeah. Going down.
It was smoking. Down a mountain?
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like there was a forest fire. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Were those cheeks fuckers? You don't have that. That's so funny.
What are you doing?
I'm just tightening a fucking nut.
Where's the other half?
Of what?
What do you think?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that? Yeah.
Where'd the other end go?
I don't know. Jackson?
I sold it.
You sold it to the neighbor kid. Got a hand. Got some rust in my ball right now. You guys ever get rust in your ball? Big rust ball guy? What about you guys? Let me show them the setup. Alright, so lines running through there into this beautiful rubber hole. And then I put some wire crap on it. I'm gonna zip tie it up and we'll be good to go. We're about to attempt to put this thing on the ground. It's probably gonna go pretty well.
I don't know how good of an idea this is, but I mean, it'll be alright. Wait, what are we doing?
Put it on the ground.
Okay, let's do it. Because like if it gets like a bunch of pressure on the fender or something, like you can't air it back up. Ah, I guess you can. Oh, it's fine. I took the spacer off.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, worst case, I blow out a quarter panel. We got the wide body coming, you know. You know, I'm not a fan of this angle.
Hey, we got a cool angle going here. This is my friend's height. Right here. This is my friend's. This is how high he is. This is how tall.
How we feel about this, boys?
We're feeling good. Lower down. Just go, dude. No, do not just go.
Hey, watch the freaking wheels,
It already
dude.
happened, man.
They're nice wheels. Watch the wheels.
They are XXRs.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm gonna.
Oh. Dude, what you mean?
It's my idea, but I'm not liable, okay?
Look at this. This is a real car right here. Look at that thing.
Are you smart?
No, I didn't just fart. I farted. Look at this guy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're eating right now. We got it on the ground. It's pretty low. Got to install the compressor and tank, so it's kind of just stuck here.
Well, that was the plan. That we didn't forget.
Oh.
Best thing.
It's like an iPod Nano.
It really is.
You got games on that?
Probably get Flappy Bird on it or something. This thing kind of gets me bricked up, I'm not gonna lie. Speed gang is dipping. This dude's in a hurry, man. He had to air up.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just a little side skirt action. So that's gonna be the end of this video. As you can tell, it is on the ground. I think it's gonna go up a little higher because the jack's on the other side, so it's gonna level back out, but that's what we're looking like. Next video, we'll be setting up the trunk management, getting all the stuff wired, and we'll go for the first test drive in the next video and air this thing up. But thank you guys so much for watching. Go follow everyone in this video on Instagram. I'll put their links in the description. Follow me on Instagram, AwesomeBeRunner. Follow me on TikTok, AwesomeBeRunner. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.